is our God. Oh, how great is our God. That's right. He is a great, 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 great God. He's a great God. Like, comment, share as you're on God. Oh my God, honey. All right, so everybody listen. I wanted to come. Oh, we went up to 10 people already. Oh my God, they're ready for us. All right, so I think the pink wall need to share this. The star need to share this. The Jamaican Observer, is that what they call? Jamaican Observer?
I think so, yeah.
Jamaican Observer need to share this. You know, I didn't even want to come on here because to me, honestly, I really do not have time for paparazzis and uh, critics and people are hiding and taking photos of me and, you know, taking a clip off my page to talk about the fact that I was lifting a chair. But my lovely wife wanted me to address it. Wait, we're getting feedback, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait a second here. My lovely wife wanted me to address it. Oh, wait. What am I doing here? Okay. All right.
Is it good now?
Yeah, I think it's good now. It's good. What I'm gonna do this, and you can do this for me while I get the people on. So we give them time to come on. Hit like, share, because I'm definitely gonna be addressing and I really thought about. I was gonna label this addressing the ignorant Jamaicans, but then the Holy Spirit told me not to say ignorant Jamaicans because I did not want all Jamaicans to think that I'm calling them ignorant. And of course, I'm Jamaican born. I'm not prejudiced, for my disclaimer. I love every culture, every nation, every tongue. But most of the there you go, babe. You could just send it out for me. Do it that way. Most of the horrible comments are from ignorant, uneducated, and I know they're gonna put this on the news too, and that's fine. Most of the comments are from the ignorant, uneducated, unsanctified, unholy, no kingdom knowledge, religiosity Jamaicans. And I'm Jamaican born, but I'm not Jamaicanized. You know, I'm Jamaican born, but I'm not Jamaicanized. I left Jamaica when I was 12 years old. Of course, I love my people. Of course, I love my culture. I am Jamaican. So let me say that for my disclaimer. But I must say I disagree with a lot of ignorant, unholy, uneducated, unsanctified, non-ecclesiastical, non-churchy Jamaicans. Tell Minister Dele I'm on. Non-churchy Jamaicans. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about the chair incident. Why I was lifting a chair. Why was I brought into a sanctuary? I want everybody to love, like, share. Please feel free to ask your questions, state your concerns. That's why I'm here. You know, today when I was talking to God, and of course I'm in preparation for our resurrection revival. Our special guest speaker is Apostle Dr. Velma Roseman. Apostle Dr. Velma Clopton. That's her other name. You know, I was getting ready for her because we're in the middle of our spiritual resurrection, because we're in the Holy Week leading up to Resurrection Sunday. And also join us tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m. The prophet Apostle Dr. Velma Roseman is going to be powerful. God's going to really use her at Kingdom Prophetic Church. So you do not want to miss it. It's going to be phenomenal, okay? But as I was talking to God, and God told me two things. I was in our closet. And for those of you who are Jamaicans and you're connected to the Jamaican diaspora, tag this, send it to Pink Wall because I want them to see my comment. So send this to Pink Wall. I thought it was a blessing. Yes, and it is a blessing. It is a blessing. And we're going to talk about all of that stuff. So I'm going to give everybody a little bit time. Once the views goes to 100 or more, we're going to begin to talk. How about that? So go ahead, hit love, like, share. And we're going to talk about what really took place in Jamaica. We're going to talk about it because I realize that I'm destined to be famous. And let me explain that, what I mean by I'm destined to be famous. My lawyer often tells me, she said, you're a celebrity. And I'm like, I'm not no celebrity. Please, celebrity, give me celebrity money. You know, because if I'm a celebrity, then pay me like Hollywood paying their movie stars and their, actors and actresses and their, R&B singers and all of that stuff. But my lawyer often tells me, she said, whenever you are Googled 100 to 200 times per day, that means that you're very important to humanity's society. And do y'all know that people literally Google me 100 to 200 times per day? And I'm like, my God. So I guess I'm just destined to be famous because even when you're not asking for the attention, people are giving you the attention. Our personal life, me and my wife and our 6 beautiful children, we do not, and I'm going to say this, we do not live around black people. And some of y'all may feel like I'm trying to talk sideways, but I'm not. Okay, I'm going to really talk to you guys heart to heart. We don't live around black people. We choose to live in neighborhoods that is 99.99% white people and other culture. I think in our neighborhood that we live in, it's only, 3 black family? Two black family. And one of those black family is a doctor. And the next person who own a home where we live is Tyler Perry. Okay. I never get on Facebook. I never show my home. I never show off what God has blessed me with because I work very hard for it. But it's the reason why I do not live around black people. I don't care how nice the neighborhood, how big the homes are. I just don't live around my people. I rather live in another area where it's different culture. And it's because black people always tear down. They try to tear down each other. Oftentimes we say it's the white man that killed Martin Luther King. It's the white man that's tearing down black people. But no, it's the black people who are killing the black people. It's the black people who are tearing down the white people. The black people. White people don't even have to do that because black people do a good job in tearing down each other. You ever heard the saying, if you put 3 black crabs in a bucket, right? You will go back and find all 3 black crabs. Reason why? Because when one try to get out of the bucket, the other black crab is going to say, where you think you're going? You're not going up and leaving me down here. They're going to pull that other black crab back down in the bucket. But put 3 white crabs in a bucket and see if you go back and find one of those white crabs. You know why you don't find the white crab? Because when one go up, the other one is going to reach down and pull that other white crab up. And the last white crab that remained, the one that got out, going to go back and give an arm and say, come on up. But black people, black niggars and cigars, that's what I call them. Niggars and cigars. I don't smoke. I don't like smoke in my nose. I'm very germophobic. I'm very particular. I don't like cigarette smoking. So I refer to nigger, black people, some of the dirty lives, low lives, black people, because the word nigger doesn't mean that you're black, white, or pink. It means that you're a low down, dirty dog. A white person can be a nigger. But we see that most black people operate in that low down, dirty dog mentality, always trying to rip down each other. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And I'm going to address about the Jamaica incident. Because I realize, as I'm saying, I'm destined to be famous. And I don't say that with arrogancy to want to be famous. As I explained to you all, anytime I'm Googled 200 times per day, that means I'm very important. Okay, so I didn't ask for this. The world is giving me the attention of it. I don't even want it. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I understand you're clarifying your point, but stop trying to justify with making what is that comparison about black people with white. Well, to me, it's black because white people ain't doing it to me. Who is that who said that? Let's see who that said that. What is it? Akeem Grant. Okay, Akeem Grant. White people ain't doing that to me. It's black niggers and cigars. White people do. Let me tell y'all something about white people. Every treatment I received, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you my first mega ministry engagement in Jamaica, how blessed it was, and how Jamaicans robbed me. Literally, I'm gonna tell you guys everything. I'm gonna tell you all, and this is why I don't preach a lot in Jamaica. I will preach in the Bahamas. I preach in London. I preach in Canada. I preach in Tobago. I preach in Africa. I preach in Switzerland. I preach all across America. Yes, but for 10 years, I stayed away preaching in Jamaica. And these are the reasons why. We're going to talk about that. No disrespect, sir. Jamaicans alone I talk about. And a Jamaican is alone I talk about it. Well, I don't read patois, so I don't understand patois. I don't understand. I think she's trying to say that it's not Jamaican alone he's talking about it. Well, most of my American people is not talking about it. Most of my American people, if you go on my page, most of my American people are saying, what's wrong with that? A matter of fact, they're disagreeing with y'all Jamaicans. Most of my American preachers, most of my American people, they are not talking about me. They don't find nothing wrong with me being lifted in a chair. And we're going to talk about it. I saw the post on Pink Wall, and I'm going to repeat my comment. He is a man of God. She meant to put, that's Kim. Egger. Man of God, you all need to watch what you say. Yes, because they said a lot of horrible stuff. And of course, I'm not going to address all that stuff and give glory to that. But what I do want to do is to talk about why I was lifted in a chair and, how it came about. And we're going to go from there and we're going to talk about what took place in Jamaica. And I'm going to also tell you all why I don't accept engagement in Jamaica. A matter of fact, while I was in Jamaica, the people who was lifting me were police. And that's what y'all don't know. They were strap police. One of them was a police. He was armed, fully loaded. And I tell him, shoot to kill. Do not shoot to stop. And we're going to explain that. And this is surely finna go viral. And the other person that was dressed in all black was my bodyguard. Because I do not trust Jamaicans. Even though I'm Jamaican, I do not trust Jamaicans. And we're going to talk about it. So as soon as the number goes up, let's talk. I'm going to wait for the numbers to go up. We're going to talk after the number goes up. I'm going to tell y'all the whole story. Because my wife wanted me to address it. Honey, right? You wanted me to address it? Yes. They say I'm gay. Okay, honey, put your hand around my waist, babe. Put your hand around my waist. Yes. Because we're going to go on pink wall. We don't even know what pink wall is. Me, I learned pink wall, Lord Jesus. Anyway, they say I'm gay. They say I'm a fish. Oh my goodness. Which fish in Jamaica means you're gay.
Do you want
where?
A few more.
Okay.
That little
We gotta tell y'all it's getting hot. Y'all better share. Share. What is it? Is there? No, we're not talking till it go to 100. Send out them few more. Yep. Okay. We're not speaking. Somebody send this to Pink Wall. Let Pink Wall know. The person who's behind Pink Wall, who's hiding their identity. Let them know I'm ready to respond to them. All them haters over there. Somebody put this post. Send this over to Pink Wall. Because I'm ready to deal with y'all. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. We're not talking till the number go over 100. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk. We're gonna wait for y'all. Cause them say me a gay, and me a fish. I'm fish, which in Jamaican people. When all these people be singing and doing all of these shows, and they're lifting their bodies up. When Monique, who was literally brought on a mat It was a throne. They had her on a throne because they carried her as the queen, the official queen of comedy.
Right.
Yeah, yes, they carry Monique on a throne. Nobody talk about that, but because this young pastor and his wife, who I went and blessed. Let me tell you guys something. The pastor them didn't buy my ticket to come to their church because they don't have it like that. It's a young pastor. It's a man of God who's serving the Lord with his beautiful wife and his children. Okay? They don't have it like that. They do not have it like that. So I did not charge them to. Normally when people book me, let me tell you something. You have to buy my first class ticket, not coach. I said first class, yes, without apology. Because the world people can fly first class to go do sin and to go do stage show and to go to clubs. But you all have a problem if a preacher fly first class if after him work and preach and sweat. And sometimes when you preach, my God, the other day when I preached in Jamaica for the 2 days, in 3 services, I lost 10 pounds. I sweat like, oh Jesus, it was no tomorrow. I lost 10. When I got done, I said, my God, I need a massage. Oh, my muscles. I lost 10 pounds. Okay? Now, how in the world, why is that not a problem when they do these things for the worldly people, but it's a problem when they do it for a preacher? Now watch this. The man of God, the pastor O'Neill Bryan, did not buy my ticket. The pastor O'Neill Bryan did not pay for my beautiful hotel. The pastor O'Neill Bryan did not pay for my transformation. I did not charge them a dime for nothing. The Lord spoke to me to be a blessing to them. 2 times I went to them. Okay, after 10 years of preaching in Jamaica, 10 years of being absent from preaching in Jamaica, because I'm going to tell you guys about the first time I preached in Jamaica. We're going to go to that. I'm going to talk about that. Yes. Okay, after taking a break for 10 years, do I go to Jamaica? Yes, I go to Jamaica, but I go to Jamaica solo. I don't announce my coming. Because when I do go to Jamaica, I go there to enjoy my family. I don't take public engagement and speaking engagement in Jamaican churches. Many churches in Jamaica beg me. They literally beg me to come and preach for them. And I shut them down. I said, no, 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 no. And I have my reasons why. Because most Jamaican churches does not know how to honor preachers. They think that you're supposed to preach and they give you a basket of apple, mango, and banana. That stuff worked in the old days. That stuff don't work in today. You have clothes that you have to wear. You have to fly in a plane to get to Jamaica. You have to stay in a hotel to get to Jamaica when you're in Jamaica. Come on, there are expense. And the way Jamaica is behaving itself with no law and no boundaries and no governmental stipulation, rules and regulation in operation in place. I do not play. I'm not a fool. I'm a prophet. I'm not stupid. That's why when I was there, I had 2 securities. One was a police and one was a licensed security, was with a fully loaded, well-strapped license to carry. And my instruction for them is, if anybody come after me to try to hurt me, do not shoot to stop, shoot to kill. Take them out, because I'm not playing with nobody. Okay, do I want anybody to die? No, I do not. So the 2 people that was carrying me, they were securities, and along with the pastor and his staff. Okay, as I was saying, the pastor did not pay for anything. Nothing I charged them. Nothing. And I'm not here to brag. I bless people. Ask the people. I gave them clothes in the service. Yeah. I took off suits I was preaching and then blessed people with it. I brought stuff to give away. I gave people money. I did not ask them for anything. What the people did, they did it out of honor. They did it out of respect because they were so tremendously blessed. One young man literally cried when I was leaving. They were crying. They said, wow, you're a breath of fresh air. We never had nobody like you. Wow. The pastor said, wow, my church been here. My church been struggling. My church been going through. God sent me there. I preached 3 services, Tuesday night at 6, Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. That's the all white. That's where they got the video from. And Wednesday evening for the grand finale at 6 p.m. Okay, and every service I preach in, all the offering that was raised, because I see that the young man took his own money to buy the land, to build the building, to put all the stuff that they got in place. I blessed them. The first time I blessed them, and the second time I blessed them. So them lifting me in the chair, as the woman of God, his wife, already explained in her video, was an act of gratitude. Right. And if you look at the video, when they told me to stay in the car, because when we arrive at the church, and they said, tell the prophet to not come out the car, because my security came out. You know, he came out, he looked around, he said, do not come out until I tell you it's okay to come out. The other police, y'all didn't know that's a police. You know, he was there. We made eye contact. They looked around. Okay. And then now when they were ready to bring me out of the car, out of the SUV, it's an SUV, they said, wait, the pastor have a special presentation for you. So I said, oh, a presentation? I thought, you know, they gave me flowers at the airport, so I thought that was good enough, and that's fine, you know. But they said, no, we have something, a special way of welcoming you. And so they said, stay in the car. So I stayed in the car. I waited, and then I saw them coming out with the chair from the pulpit. So I'm thinking, okay, oh God. First thing came to me, I said, don't tell me they're going to put me in the chair. Now, I wasn't concerned about what people are going to say, because I don't think nothing bad of it in that capacity. But what I was concerned about was like, oh my God, I don't want them to try to jump me or something, you know. But they don't have to put me in the chair. I'm like, I can just walk in. Honestly, that's my thought. Those are my thoughts. But they said, no, we want you to sit in the chair. So if you listen to the video, when I came out of the SUV, right? When I came out of the SUV, you saw me was hesitant. I said, so you want me to sit in the chair? And you heard what the man of God said. He said, yes, man of God, sit in the chair. So I sat in the chair. I said, oh Lord. In my mind, I'm like, oh Lord. Oh God. So I sat in the chair, and I was concerned, like, am I too heavy? You know, all of this stuff. And they pick up the chair and walk me into the church. The song that they were singing, they were already singing that song before they begin to carry me in the church. They didn't sing that song